Mario, a person comes to you to sell their house.
Yes.
They should expect, I guess, a long process, a few months or
Mm-hmm.
so, to do it. There's a lot involved. They've got to price the house properly. They've got to work with you. And give me an example from a recent house that you've sold. How long the process took, some of the main considerations that you went through with the client, and perhaps some of the issues that you were able to help guide them with so that you were able to help them sell the house successfully.
Okay, I'm just going to talk about the home that I just recently sold. I did it in less than a month, so that's pretty
Less
quick.
than a month?
Yeah, that's
Really?
quick. Well, what I mean by sold is it's going into contract. We have an accepted offer in less than a month. And the reason for that is twofold. One, the home was in excellent condition. It's very important when you're selling a home. People, for the most part, like it to be in moving condition. And this home had some really special features in it. It had lovely built-ins, and it also had a beautiful library office and a great property with some rolling terrain, a nice little stream in the back, and it was priced correctly. So someone that is looking for a moderately priced home in a great location with beautiful custom woodwork, not your typical cookie cutter home,
Right.
it's going to sell quickly.
Right. That particular home, how much did it sell for?
I can't,
Or what
I
is the-
can't
oh, you
legally
can't- oh, you
tell you
can't
that,
say that.
Frank,
Okay.
to be quite
All
honest
right.
with you,
Okay.
until it's actually closed.
Okay.
It's unethical to do that.
Oh, I see. I didn't realize. Sorry.
However, it was listed for $450,000.
Okay. All right.
I can tell you that.
Okay. And you worked with the client in properly pricing the house at the beginning, right?
Absolutely.
And how do you work with a seller? Is it on an exclusive basis that you get the listing for the seller? Can you talk about that a little bit?
Sure, I can talk about that.
Because I'm sure many sellers watching this right now would be interested in possibly contacting you.
Sure. I have sort of a unique plan on how I work things. Sometimes people opt to try to sell the house on their own, and I offer them that opportunity to do that. In fact, I'm very unlike most real estate people. I will actually give them an opportunity and help them sell the home on their own.
Is that right?
That's correct. I will do that. And they asked me, well, Mario, why would you spend all this time in helping me sell the house on my own? My main purpose, Frank, is to help people. And I want to get the home sold. If it's not through me, through someone else, most definitely that's the goal they want. I want to try to, meet their objectives.
Wow, that's fantastic. I mean, that's great to have as your overriding purpose.
That's right.
Is to help the client.
That's right.
And not that
it's people first, Frank.
People first. That's
people
great.
first.
And of course, as much as you give, you get. I guess you're a believer in that.
I'm a very strong believer in that, Frank. If you give, it will come back.
So what happens in those cases where you do help a client to try to sell it on their own?
Yes.
Have any happened where they have sold it on their own?
Yes, that is true.
And that if they've sold it on their own,
yes.
But they may have referred a friend of theirs to
or
yours,
I may have not gotten
anything.
May not even gotten anything from it. Just some goodwill.
Right.
And that's very important too. Goodwill amongst people is very important.
Right. And you know what it sounds like to me, that you're not doing it just to promote goodwill, expecting it to come back, but rather you're doing it
from my
altruistically heart. From your heart. Well, that's
right.
great. That's
right.
a wonderful,
yes.
wonderful way to be and live life.
Yes, I think so.
Was there anything in your past? You mentioned being in the home improvement business that gives you an extra special eye for work that may need to be done in a home, or how a home could be tailored to better fit a client.
Most definitely.
What other experiences in your past may have led you to, number one, be very client motivated in serving, and that being a primary purpose in your being?
It's true.
And what other kinds of experiences may have happened that led you into what you're doing now?
Well, certainly the home improvement business lends very nicely with real estate, because they both deal with homes.
Right.
And in particular, my area where I service, Westchester County, Putnam County, Fairfield in Connecticut.
Right.
My home improvement business was there as well.
Right.
So I know the communities, and I know homes. And the other thing too is when I'm selling a home or advising a client on how to improve a home, I can help them. What I have is a client care program. It's a list of qualified contractors, mortgage people, various other people to help the client prepare the house
Oh,
for
is that
market.
right? Okay.
Yes, and I do one other step also. Every home that I list, I stage, and I'm not sure if you're familiar with that term.
I've heard that term before. Is that preparing a house best?
It's preparing a home for market.
Hmm.
I hire a professional interior decorator to visit with the homeowner. It costs me extra money, but I feel that it's worth it. Remember what I told you earlier about condition? It's very important.
Right.
It's very important that the home is right when it goes to market. And I believe in taking the extra step of hiring a stager, professional, in a sense, interior decorator, to help the seller in marketing the house and giving the seller special tips on how to enhance the home against the competition in the marketplace.
And is that an expense that you take on?
That is an expense that I
Really?
take on, yes.
Wow. As part of getting the listing for that house. To
It's
represent the seller.
all part of my service.